Look at how green this hill is. My goodness. We're at the mow when this rain is over. So it's still splotchy. If you know anything about fescue, fescue doesn't spread unless you get it about yay tall. But we're gonna let it grow as high as it can. And then we're gonna cut it, and we're just gonna let that organic matter just go everywhere. By organic matter, I mean the cuttings. We're not gonna like sweep them up, we're not gonna bag it, we're gonna let it get thick and full and cover the other areas where we want grass to grow. Here's my little, yeah, see I repaired this. See that right there? So a couple days ago, Miss Ray and I picked up all the loose firewood in the front yard that we could see. And because if you didn't know, last year when we moved in, it was more of a, even though we did some landscaping, it was more of a, let's make sure the animals are fenced in and safe and can't escape. But this year it's going to be more, how does it look from the curb, even though we're about 700 feet from the curb, so to speak. So right here, there was a burn pile. I covered all that up with a nice big scoop of dirt, and we're going to make sure that it, I got to run the defroster. Try to make sure it doesn't wash away. But even if this is like the only nice little rain we get, we're gonna work on the front yard this year. My dad, Grandpa Doss Farms, link down below, he gave us some searching, what is it called? Doggone it, irrigation hose, drip tape. So we're gonna get Miss Ray's garden set up to where she can just water, like if she wants to go water, she can. She just walk outside, turn on the hose, I'm gonna put a splitter on it. But if she wants to just, you know, got a ball game or something, or wants to hang out with the kids or whatever she wants to do, she'll have the option to just turn on the irrigation hose. Let's hop out and listen to the rain hit the creek. So peaceful. I love coming down here. Can't say it enough times. It is so strange to me that water just comes out of the ground right here. It's all runoff from our entire property, but it just comes out of the ground right there. Like literally just comes out. And this was running, man, it hasn't rained for 10, 11 days. And this was still running the other day. I mean, I think our well, I looked on our seller's disclosure the other day, or buyer's disclosure, whatever it is. I looked on that buyer's disclosure, and our well is only like 160 feet down, which makes total sense. So, get a lot of water. So, that is one thing we're going to try and do this year, on top of Miss Ray wanting to see the yard develop and things like that. We would actually really like to find a way to dig a hole, even if it's just kind of a wading pool for the cows in the big pasture. And certainly the pigs, you know, a little waiting area. Even if Ray had to turn on the hose or something just for the wallow. But yep, we're gonna do it this year. I might have to rent some machines. And what was I saying? Oh, even if this is the last good rain we got, you know, last year I couldn't really water that almost 3/4 of an acre hill after we had it dozed, because I would have had to move the sprinklers like 64 times a day, 3 times a day, if that makes sense. And that's just not happening. But our front yard, which is just a ½ acre, and we've got water and hoses we can run to all of it, even if it stops raining tomorrow and all the April showers are gone, we can just water the front yard. So we do plan on planting and overseeding that yard for sure. So I think it's gonna be beautiful, man. You guys can actually help me figure something out right here. So check this out. I'm gonna put a picture right here. Hang on. That is what it looked like a year ago. Now that was actually taken in like August before the dozer man showed up. But that used to be the front yard. This is the only tree left. There was another pig nut hickory, which is what that is, that we wanted to leave right here. But our dozer guy, who's very experienced, said, hey, you're gonna want some kind of crown right here or your water's gonna run towards your house. That other hickory tree was right there. And he said, you're gonna wind up with erosion. It's gonna be leaning into the power lines. The power company's gonna take it out anyway. So we just took it out and we figured we'd plant something later. And honestly, I'm thinking, I grew up spending a lot of time at my grandparents on my mom's side, well, both sides, but my mom's in particular. They had, that's who I'm referencing, they had next door a magnolia tree, and this thing was huge. So I'd love to put a magnolia tree like right here. And we'll see. But I think what I'd like to do is put railroad ties right across here and fill this with good dirt and just kind of have a designated line, because this, technically we own half, my neighbor owns half, and the power company's always got access to it. And so does my neighbor. He's got the gate code, so he can check his fence down there. Even if we were to buy some of that land, which has never been offered and presented, even if we were to buy some of that, we still have to allow the power company an easement through here. So it's not like I want this to look like a putting green. Plus, this is where my hay gets delivered. I park my trailers over here. You get the idea. This is probably always going to be some kind of road. But having a designated spot for the boys to kick a soccer ball around, it just looks like AstroTurf grass. That's what I'm after. So I made those sound effects. You're welcome. I think just railroad ties right here. It'll almost look like a retaining wall, but that's okay. I can even put like little drains so the water does spill up, it goes out. Heck, we could kind of double do it like a retaining wall, and then we could put another one about 2 feet that way, and Miss Ray could have like a whole stinking like raised bed petunias and begonias and medulla oblongatas and whatever you want to plant right here. Bleeding hearts, what's my dad sing? Just anything right there, man. Yeah, I think it'd be really pretty. But we'll see. We'll see in due time. Today it's raining and it ain't quitting. All right, moment of truth. I don't think you guys have ever been down this hall. I closed our bedroom door, Adler's bedroom door for privacy, because some of y'all are weird. This is outside the kitchen, and technically it's a linen closet, but every room has a walk-in closet, so we don't really need this. So it just becomes this overflow place. And yes, dear, I checked to see what was in here before I just opened the door. I know. Yeah, man, we got paper bowls, paper plates, paper towels, wipes, more paper plates, toothpaste, toilet bowl cleaner, trash cans, paint, paper plates, Swiffer. I don't know, but it looks fun to play with. We'll find out. Yeah, we need a shelf up here, and then maybe another one right here. And then I'm gonna see if Ray wants any more before I go too crazy. I know she'll be happy with 2. I'm gonna put one up pretty high, maybe like where the shadow is. And then I'll make it kind of like it won't be very deep. It'll just be for like a single roll of something, or maybe some cleaner. And then the next one down, I may bring it out a little bit and we'll see. But yeah, but there's like 3 closets like this in the house. This is one we can designate for this. But we would put like a vacuum cleaner and stuff in here, but we've got a robot vacuum cleaner, and then we've got a Samsung vacuum stick cleaner that you plug in and charge and all that, but there's no outlet in here. And actually, yeah, there's no way to even put an outlet in here without running a new wire. So the vacuum will just stay up front. That's totally okay. know I knew how to use tools, did you? Thought all this stuff I'd just done just fell out the sky. All right, we're back in the closet. So I think I've decided on 22 off the ceiling on each side, which seems like a weird number, but you know, this isn't a pantry per se, it's more of a closet. So we're not trying to put shelves all the way down it like a pantry would have. And on average, you want at least 12 inches between the top of the shelf on the bottom and the bottom of the shelf above that bottom shelf. Now that made sense. We're gonna go with 22 inches. That leaves just enough space that if she wants to put something up here tall, she can. And if she can't reach it, she's got me, or Case, for that matter. So let's go with 22. And we're gonna measure, hang on. I'm not gonna use a level because that's how I roll, K-Doss. I'm just going to, yeah, see, that's 19 and a quarter. And that's almost barely 19. All right, that makes sense. Yep, sheetrock. Now there's only a stud right there and right there because this is less than a 24-inch span. So even though the house is on 16-inch centers, here in the closet, they got away with just using 2 2x4s. So it's okay. What that means is, since my shelf's only 12 inches wide, so it's only gonna come out to here, but I'm gonna have to run these parallels for support, the length of it, which is no big deal because it'll be tucked in back here. But anyway, it'd be a cleaner look if the support stopped underneath the shelf, but it's all right. I spared you the big heavy guy sweating in a closet. Looky there, looky there. So you can see how we got a little bit of overhang. I've got some 18-inch shelves, 18 on this side and 19 on this side, give or take a quarter of an inch. So we don't want that, but this will allow me to put like one screw right here, and maybe she can put some like hooks or something right there that'll hang down, since I did hit studs in both corners. I don't think I need a support. I never heard a stud the whole wall. That's a good time. This is the other side of Adler's closet. Nope, there's one. Golly. We'll see. I don't know how much weight she'll put up there. These are pretty rigid. You know, I mean, you know, we don't bowl or anything, so I don't know what would go up there that's that heavy. I can't help it. I'm trying to resist. Bowl. All right. Behold. Ooh. All right. So for the time being, I've decided against a bracket on this wall. It's no big deal. It's just the studs are not here. They're here. So if I run one along the back, I've only got one stud right there. So it's going to be almost a moot point anyway. No, I'm not getting sheetrock hangers. We shouldn't be putting anything up here too heavy. The issue we've had with people hanging on stuff is Carter's currently in the mood to do a pull-up on everything he sees. Like doors, my gun safe over there. What else? The garage door handles that we have that are decorative and magnetic. Yeah. Hurry up! Oh, why didn't you tell me? Why is that crooked? Boys, quit trying to do a chin up on everything. So anyway, that's the only issue we have to worry about, is if somebody comes in here and tries to do a little workout. But yeah. Now, every good husband knows I did the shelves, but I got no business figuring out what needs to go on them because I won't put it in the right order. So, ta-da! For my next trick, that is the main water line coming into the house. And we're gonna cut it. It's gonna get a little bit messy, but Ray's not here, so she won't know which towels I used to clean it up or dry it up. Then I'll just start a load of laundry like I was being a good boy, doing laundry. And she'll never know. I got the water shut off to the house. I've confirmed that. And we're gonna tap in right there and put our tea. I've already got little bit of a 3/4. I'm thinking if we do this right here, I mean, I could have got a bigger piece of 3/4 and had the shut off just on the other side of the dryer, but I think I'd rather have it hidden just so that nobody's messing with it. Not that they would, but you know what I mean. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this. So that's not too bad, right? Is that bad? So we spliced in, we're not leaking. We got our 3/4 ball valve to our 3/4 to half reducer. We're running behind. I'd like the spigot to be right there. So now we got to go outside, and everybody's favorite part, we're going to make a hole in the house. Mostly curious about is where the studs are on the, take it easy, where the studs are on the outside of the house. Because wouldn't it be something if there wasn't a single stud in the closet except for the corners? But out here we got a stud every, should be 16 inches. So we'll see. So I was thinking maybe we wanted this thing right here, but I don't want to run out of room. Like, I don't want to run out of room getting into the laundry room. And I don't see us putting a chair up against the firewood, but I see us putting one, like, if this was here, that was there, and then another chair could go right there. I mean, not that somebody wants to sit outside the dryer, but I mean, I would think if we're entertaining, we're not worried about drying clothes, right? Guys, you have to agree, or when she comes home and it's in the wrong spot, it's on me. So you have to agree down below. Yes, Chad, that looks great down below. Hang on. We're making metal shavings that I do not want in the dog bowl. Hey, don't drink. Don't drink out of the water yet. Don't drink the water yet. Ooh, that was clean. All right, through the power of editing and straight up guessing and getting skinny so you fit in this tiny little cubby back here. If my calculations are correct. This is the hole. Oop, yep. Come here, you little stinkers. Show them how to do it. You little stinker. Cabela, come here. Come on. You ain't afraid, are you? Come here, get your drink. Get your drink, Cabela. Get your drink. Hey. Hey, doggo. Come here. Come here, get a drink. I got snacks for whoever gets a drink. You little stinkers. Fine, I'll do it. Thanks, babe. It works. Okay, ready?
What am I ready for?
You've been waiting for this.
What am I ready for?
You've been waiting. It's a new dog. No, it's not. Look out, look out, look out.
No, sir. Don't jump on me. Are you a turkey? Oh my goodness, look at that.
Check it out. No, it's not. I need to
Cool.
I need to put a board on the inside to make it more stable.
Oh yeah.
But then we can use that. You little turkey. He wouldn't eat it. He wouldn't drink out of it earlier.
Check it out.
But, and somebody might be concerned about the dryer vent, throwing water right there. I plan on putting like a leader hose on it.
Oh yeah, we can move that.
Yeah, I might move it down there. Or
The dryer vent will definitely blow stuff in.
well, I actually thought about routing the dryer, like having it come out, but they make like a chute or a sleeve and having it tuck underneath the deck.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea, but I mean, we've come out here before and there's like,
blow though, and it's hot. Yeah.
well, we've come out here before and there's like dryer lint
Yeah.
on the deck, and it's like, just blow it under the deck.
You can always attach a hose to that and then
Well,
leave
for
the
sure.
water over here or something, or just like over here.
Yeah. I didn't figure we'd have a hose running over there, but well, there's one more surprise. Come here.
Really?
Okay, are you ready? Just to clarify, if anybody saw that in frame, no, he's not still getting a bottle.
Yeah, I just don't have anywhere to put it. There's
Well,
nothing left.
guess what? Guess what?
What?
Well, we could put it outside, but
Well, yeah.
open that door.
Which door?
That door.
The closet door. Is there shelves?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited.
Oh, cool. I already told everybody.
I
They're-
need more than 2.
Well, I told them I wanted to put in 2 and then let you decide if you wanted more or not.
Yeah,
Because I didn't know if you wanted like mops or
Oh, that's gonna be so nice.
brooms or whatever. Unfortunately,
Anyway, this is how our supply closet has looked.
I already
for
told
a
them.
year.
But there's no way to put an electrical outlet in here, so we don't want the vacuum in here. But like, now you can load it up with whatever you want. Because we don't really need a coat closet because we have one at the front of the house.
Yeah, it's been a little chaotic. Oh my goodness.
So.
Oh, by the way, I found the trash bags I bought. Wrong size. Bathroom trash bags.
Oh well.
Anyway.
Yep. Well, they're not like. I mean, they're sturdy. They're not going anywhere. But
Oh yeah.
if I could tattle, I'm not going to film him even though he's behind me. If I could tattle, we just don't need anybody doing chin-ups on shelves.
Carter.
And we'll be okay.
Hey.
So that's it. We're going to get out of here. All right. Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow.